Podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.
Shannon also spoke with Wake Forest University President Dr. Nathan Hatch to get an update on the projects and programs taking place on campus.
President Hatch, thank you so much for sharing your time with us.
Certainly. Shannon, delighted to have you on the Wake Forest campus.
For several years now, you have been involved, first of all, developing a new strategic plan and now implementing it. Bring us up to date on the highlights of the plan and how the implementation process is going.
We completed our strategic plan in 2007, and we tried to look back at Wake Forest history and then project into the future, and it's been a most exciting and an important event. What we decided to do is focus on our core distinctives, and that we call Wake Forest a collegiate university, and we wanted to focus on building a great faculty, a great student body, and how we can enhance their engagement. So we've made significant investments in faculty compensation, bringing them up to what our goals were. We have developed new faculty development programs to say, how do we recruit the best people? How do we keep them at Wake Forest and here in North Carolina? And then with respect to students, we did make the dramatic move to make tests optional in our admissions process, and at the same time to encourage every student to apply to have a real interview. And that underscores the fact that this is a face-to-face kind of place. If a student can't come to campus, we'll do it by Skype. But we've interviewed as many as 8,000 students individually, as we try to find the best kind of student to come to Wake Forest. We've introduced new programs for capping loans for low-income families, and we've introduced a new program, the Magnolia Scholars, for first-generation students. That's been a marvelous program, and actually 60% of those students in the last 2 years have come from North Carolina.
Over the last couple of years, we have seen a time of great economic change in North Carolina. How has the economy impacted the university in general, and in particular your efforts to implement the strategic plan?
We've had to choose what kind of initiatives we wanted to have. Fortunately, we've been able to sustain all our faculty positions, and in this market we've been able to recruit outstanding junior faculty. We have a greatly enhanced student financial aid. That's been the biggest investment we've made over the last 5 years as we try to still make this a place of opportunity, and obviously families face huge financial challenges.
Have you had to make any cutbacks in your programs because of the economy?
We have done that painful cutting, and looking to the future, we will have to. We realize that often our growth will have to be through redirecting internal funds as we try to keep tuition as low as is feasible given the kind of quality institution that we want to build.
During this time, technology is also rapidly changing. What role is technology playing these days in the opportunities that you provide to students and how you deliver education?
Wake Forest was a leader in the 1990s, as I think it was the first university to provide laptops for all students, and we sustained that. And so first day a student arrives on campus, they get a fully loaded laptop, and it really helps us to communicate because we have a common software package, whether people are in math or science or in literature. One of the big things we've done is try to tie in our library to technology. It's actually another of our strategic objectives was to build our library and build its digital capacity. And we're delighted that just recently the American University Library Association awarded our library the best in the country. And they did it because of the way it enhanced faculty-student interaction, and a lot of that digitally. That is, they are superb at helping faculty with their research, students in classes exploit the huge amount of digital information. And actually what we call the bridge, the place where students who have problems with their computers, as of a year ago, we actually have that in the library, which shows the sort of interconnection between technology and the library that we see. So certainly we're looking to the future for technology and all the ways. I mean, I think in the future, the fact that you can interview anyone, bring it into a class, will tremendously enhance the experience of our students.
How, during this time of change, both economically and technologically, do you lead an institution like Wake Forest University?
Sociologists say a university is the most complex organization in modern society. It's a wonderful privilege to be able to lead an institution, the goal of which is the education of students. But we do a lot of different things, from the liberal arts to medicine. We play in the Atlantic Coast Conference. We were founding members, so we have athletics. A university has an endowment, so you have a chief investment officer. And in some ways it's like a small city. And so particularly in hard economic times, I think it takes teamwork. It's been one of my philosophies and strategies, and I think we've been able to build a strong team of leaders who see the core mission of the university, this collegiate university.
As you take a look into the future, what do you see ahead for the university in the next 5 to 10 years?
I think we all face challenges, whether in the public sector or the private. That is the challenge of maintaining cost and quality. The pressure on families to afford quality education. In one sense, the demand for quality institutions has never been higher, but the pressure on families never greater. And so how we control costs, how we provide adequate financial aid, those I think are our big issues. And how we, in some ways, maintain our tradition at a time when, given how students operate, we need to be very innovative. So how we become traditional and deeply innovative at the same time, I think it's the great challenge and wonder of a university.
Finally, if our viewers want to connect with Wake Forest University, if they want to follow what's happening here on campus, what do they need to do?
We have a wonderful website that we've greatly enlivened, so they can find that at wfu.edu, and we welcome them. It's very accessible. It presents things that are happening on campus. We try to have many events open to the public, and we welcome that kind of community engagement.
President Hatch, thank you again for sharing all of your time and your thoughts with us.
Yes, indeed.
Podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.